Thor versus Superman. You picked Superman, right?
Yes. Well, people tend to underplay Superman's powers, but the guy can stand back a mile away and burn you with heat vision. So
Yeah.
Thor has some great powers, but ultimately, if you utilized all the powers that Superman has, heat vision, X-ray vision, the ability to be in outer space, I just feel like ultimately, if he used everything he's got, sooner or later, Thor's going to succumb to those powers.
Yeah. What is Thor's like? Does Thor have a known weakness?
I don't think he has. I could be wrong about this. I don't think he has necessarily a known weakness. They call him a god, but technically he's just a guy from another dimension or planet, I guess.
Yeah, he's an alien, just like Superman.
Yeah, he's like Superman, but he's not quite as strong.
Okay.
If Superman really wanted to, if he let go, he could burn right through him with that heat vision.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't even have to fight him. Just does it from a distance.
Yeah, he's usually too nice a guy to do it. So I'm just assuming this would be assuming that he let go of his morals and went for it.
Yeah. Which Thor, he lets go. He lets go. He has no problem letting go of morals on a regular basis.
He's pretty much ready to fight at all times. So this would be sort of psycho Superman. I think he could do it.
Iron Man versus Batman. Your pick was
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Yeah.
And guys wearing a high-tech metal suit, and Batman, and I love Batman. He's one of my original favorite superheroes. I've drawn a lot of Batman comic books over the years, but how is he going to fight that guy in that suit? Yeah. And Iron Man's suit gets more and more technologically advanced every year. So I just feel like even though I love my Batman stuff, but I feel like he's just going to be outgunned.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Iron Man would crush him because he has so many capabilities that are inherent to the suit, whereas Batman has a lot of capability, but they're in the form of different toys and stuff that he has to leverage in certain ways in order to make it all work.
End of the day, he's a guy, running around town with a couple of cool things. And Iron Man is basically he's wearing stealth technology on his body.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's kind of a hard thing to beat.
Yeah. And it goes like hypersonic speeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can't beat him, you're definitely not going to catch him.
No.
So yeah. And also with that, who's today's versions of these guys? So you got Elon Musk would definitely be which one would Elon Musk be? Would he be Batman or would he be Iron Man?
Oh, I hate to credit him with either one of those. I suppose that if we were going to give him anything, it's probably more Iron Man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because he definitely can create some pretty badass technology that's taken over the world.
About the tech, so.
He would be like a stoned high version of Iron Man, right? I don't know that he'd be flying straight.
But
right?
At least Tony Stark as a character is a kind of a faulted human being, and Elon Musk is definitely kind of a faulted human being. We all are.
Right.
So that makes him more like Tony Stark, and Bruce Wayne. His faults as a character are very different. He's so focused on doing the right thing for his city. That's a very different kind of person.
Yeah, and I don't know that there's a billionaire that is like that in our real world. Is there?
I don't think so. I think that's more of a writer's affectation, something that doesn't really exist in our world. It sounds awesome, but it doesn't seem like there's anybody like that.
No. Yeah, it doesn't exist. The more money you get, probably the worse you become. So
it seems like.
All right. That's cool. Okay. Now we did Captain Marvel versus Wonder Woman. You picked Wonder Woman.
I did. And only because I feel like Captain Marvel he's powered by a variety of gods. And Wonder Woman is a goddess, basically. I feel like he's too nice to beat her. I think he would let her win.
Yeah. Well, now this is where it's going to go sideways for me. You know the background of Captain Marvel, right? Hollywood portrayed it as a female, a hot blonde, right? Flying around in the movie.
Well, remember there's okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. We're actually talking about two different characters here. I always go back to the character that's called Shazam. That's the original Captain Marvel.
Oh.
I immediately went to Shazam. You're talking about the Marvel Captain Marvel.
Right.
Okay, now I got to pull back for a minute. You're talking about Marvel's Captain Marvel, the female Captain Marvel. Let me.
Was it always so? Was it always a female, or is that something that once again Hollywood twisted?
So you know the DC character Shazam? They have come out about him a few years back. Guy in a big red suit.
Yeah.
With the flash down his chest. That's the original Captain Marvel that DC owns.
Gotcha.
But Marvel, so that's a 1940s superhero. God, I'm a nerd.
Yeah, that's why some of this stuff I'm always like, well, I'm only hitting the surface layer stuff because that's what most people know. It's because of DC movies and Marvel movies.
Yeah. So, but Marvel owned the copyright to the Captain Marvel name when DC brought this character back. So then they just called him Shazam.
All right.
So that's why I got confused, because in my mind, the original Captain Marvel is Captain Marvel, but that's Shazam. So you're talking about Marvel's Captain Marvel. Okay, so let me wrap my head around that one.
Yeah.
Marvel's Captain Marvel versus Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Marvel's Captain Marvel, she would definitely win that one.
Okay.
Because she's almost like all powerful now.
Yeah, she is. She is powered by which of the Infinity Stones? I think she's got a blast from one of those Infinity Stones, and that's why
she's got cosmic power now based on that last movie. Yeah, I don't know who could beat her. So
yeah.
She's top of the right now.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was funny when she's not only using Captain America's shield, and she's also picking up Thor's hammer. Like, yeah, okay, boys. Are we done measuring dicks now?
Yeah. You've got the biggest one in the Marvel universe right now.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, these are two mortal Earthlings. Black Widow versus Batgirl. And you picked...
Batgirl. I think they would be relatively evenly matched in terms of abilities. Batgirl usually has a lot of tech with her. So I'm going to choose the character that usually is carrying more weaponry. So in this case, I'm going to go with a character who's got more. She like Batman carries a lot of stuff on her belt. So
yeah. Okay.
I'm going to give her the edge there.
All right. Yeah. Well, and plus she's American, right? And
yes.
Black Widow's a Russian. So, you know.
So we'll go.
When in doubt, pick red, white, and blue.
There you go.
Okay. Now one of your all-time favorites. You got the Hulk versus Swamp Thing. You pick Swamp Thing.
The Hulk is tough to beat. But
he's nuclear.
Swamp Thing is I mean, the Hulk can pound almost anybody into the ground, right? But Swamp Thing is essentially immortal. That would be like trying to beat the planet. The Swamp Thing is one of DC's elemental creatures. In other words, he's connected to everything that's green on the planet. So you could break that body into little bits, and he's still going to come back.
Yeah.
So the Hulk could rip him up. And one of the things that people don't explore with the Swamp Thing is if he wanted to come back as a spore in your ear and grow into your head and explode your head, he could do that.
Oh, damn.
They don't do that with him all the time. But the reality of that situation is that if you control all green elements of the earth, you are undefeatable.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you light the whole globe on fire.
Yeah, that's right. You'd have to destroy the entire planet. But even then, if you're part of, let's say, mushrooms and things like that, that's what's going to live through. That's what's going to survive our planet. We could destroy ourselves and everything related to us. Yeah. But fungi and mushrooms are still going to be here.
Right. I like that spore idea, man. So like he could probably, I mean, like a Superman, you put it, the spore goes into Superman's ear. You could just blow Superman's head up.
Yeah. I mean, what's good? What's stronger really than fungus? And I mean, if we're in the middle of a pandemic, we can't beat this stuff, you know. All we can do is hold it at bay.
That's right. That's why I keep telling people, you can't outrun Mother Nature. She will catch you and she will bang you to death. You're listening to Can You Survive This Podcast? Thanks for tuning in. Please make sure to subscribe, rate, and share on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite shows.